Well, by now there may be some pre-Thanksgiving anxiety building if you are the one preparing this year's Thanksgiving meal, especially if you have many side dishes and you're serving a larger number of people.
Yeah, but what about those who are feeding about 800 folks on Thanksgiving? Well, then on your side's Brett Hall joins us now, introducing us to those who take on such a major task.
Yeah,
Brett.
I don't think anybody would willfully take on
No.
that task. No, but we're not talking about one gathering here. As you likely guessed, we're talking about multiple gatherings at a local restaurant. Instead, multiple families decide to go out for Thanksgiving, we've seen. And believe it or not, there's evidence to back it up on why that may be a cheaper option overall.
With inflation and supply chain issues pushing the cost of a traditional Thanksgiving meal up an estimated 20% this year, in Virginia Beach, a seat for the feast at the Cavalier Hotel has been sold out for weeks. Something Director of Food and Beverage Paul Newman says he's not surprised to see.
The convenience, we set it up for a family can come in, they can enjoy one of the best meals they can have.
Because while the buffet costs $85 a person, data from the USDA suggests that might be more expensive had you tried to replicate the same at your house. The research finds that while prices at the grocery store are roughly 13% higher than a year ago, for the restaurants that buy in bulk, it's 8.5%. And for this Thanksgiving, executive sous chef Jonathan O'Brien says he had to buy a lot.
Seeing about 400 in the dining room, 300 for a buffet.
That means over 1,000 pounds in turkey alone. He's been working on preparing them since last week.
We brine our breasts for about 5 to 6 days. So these we just took out of the brine this morning. We're gonna take them out, give them a good dry.
Meanwhile, his team prepares the side dishes and 3,000 desserts.
We'll end up with making over 1,100 portions of dessert just for the Becca restaurant and for the buffet combined.
So much that you can't even store it all.
No, not this year. We don't have enough walk-in space, so we had to rent a refrigerator truck.
Both O'Brien and Newman say time management is vital to feeding so many hard workers, something many are thankful for, especially in the restaurant business this year.
As soon as it opens, when all the food's out, sitting there, ready to go, and the first couple tables start to come in and sit down, that's for me when all the excitement starts, because, it's go time.
All right, now the big question, can I bring a to-go plate and fill up my Tupperware? Can we fill up the Tupperware?
Just put our Tupperware in.
And get a to-go plate.
I don't think at the buffet you can. I think you can probably, if you're over at one of the other restaurants, I'm sure you can take, but actually, I'm not sure. I think it probably varies restaurant to restaurant.
Yeah.
I didn't ask that question.
For 85
Next year.
bucks, for 85 bucks, I'm bringing Tupperware in my bag and setting it out.
I want the filet. Can I get a piece of lobster, some rolls?
I don't think it's too much.
I just think what was incredible for me, I'd never been in a kitchen like that before. Maybe that's just me, but that was incredible to see. And they actually are short-staffed, still doing this, like many restaurants. So if you are going out, take extra good care of the people out there because they're away from their families and they're probably doing the job of one or two.
Oh, for sure. Or 3 or 4. I mean, some restaurants are certainly struggling to still get staff. So good advice there, Brett, for sure.
All right, the time now, 8:21. So let's get a check of the forecast. Meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler, you agree, right? A to-go plate would be right for them to give us.
It just makes sense. It's Thanksgiving.
Come on.
Sounds good. Yeah, it sounds good to me. It reminds me of Caesar's Palace. I remember the buffet there was pretty expensive too, but you get the gourmet stuff in there. Makes it worth it when you're pulling out some, very fine chocolates, things like that.